I'm very proud to be co-sponsoring this important day for the first time because, like my esteemed predecessors, I firmly believe in the priorities of protecting the rights and improving the lives of people with disabilities. I'm grateful to our speaker, Carl Hastie, for appointing me chair of this task force, and I appreciate the opportunity to advocate for the task force's goals of integration, inclusion, and independence. I think you've all heard those words before, right? Please let me introduce two of today's co-sponsors, my colleagues, Assemblymember Aileen Gunther, Chair of the Committee on Mental Health, and Assemblymember Melissa Miller, Ranking Minority Member of the Committee of Mental Health. I would also like to introduce Joanne Simon, who's here today, and my predecessor in this position, David Weprin, who was a wonderful chair of the task force prior to this. And many of you know my colleague, Mike Cusick, who brings his artistic constituents up here on a regular basis to do our arts. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for showing your support, and I know we'll have an opportunity later to hear from our speaker, Carl Hastie, and the Minority Leader, Brian Kolb, at lunchtime. Let me tell you a little bit about the legislative package that we are going to be introducing today. Disabilities Awareness Day is a priority to the Assembly because we bring together people with disabilities, their friends and family members, program and service providers, and advocates all in one place right here today in the well of the Legislative Office building. This event allows us to highlight our legislative package, which is crafted with input from New York's disability advocates. We have been hearing on a regular basis from advocates who share their ideas and their priorities, and we've been able to craft legislation that reflects those needs. I see my friend Mike Smanowitz, another colleague who's here. I hadn't seen you when you walked in. Thank you, Mike, for being here. Is there anyone else here that I'm missing from the Assembly? No. When we go into session today, we plan to take up a number of bills that the Assembly proudly sponsors. We take seriously the responsibility to introduce and pass bills that will improve the lives of people with disabilities. The bills we will vote on focus on such priorities as protecting the rights of people with disabilities, solidifying ADA protections in state law, integrating people into our communities, addressing emergency preparedness, and expanding access. Please join us in the Assembly Chamber at 2 to support the passage of these measures. That's when we'll be on the floor.